Hi, I'm Suzanne Bowen and I'm coming to you from my studio in Franklin, Tennessee, where I teach my method Bar Amped. I'm excited to be coming to you today as part of Broccoli Cupcake's Growing Green series, and I get to talk to you about growing green with your fitness. You know, you've heard to stop using these plastic cheap water bottles that we're consuming in massive quantities and switch over to a glass or stainless steel water bottle. So it's probably something that you've heard before, but I just want to reiterate it because it is very important. There are three reasons. It's expensive to keep purchasing $1.50 water bottles. It's not healthy for you because of the chemicals that they could contain, and they're ending up in landfills, and it's really detrimental to the environment if we could keep consuming at this level. So switch over filtered water in your water bottle. Also, support companies that are taking these plastic water bottles and repurposing them, recycling them into something like this shopping bag, which I actually use for a gym bag. This is all plastic water bottles that's been recycled. This company's called Run, Run, Run. So you can go to runrunrun.com and learn more about them. I love this bag too. When you go to the studio or health club where you're working out, could you turn your commute into part of your workout? Could you run or walk there? Maybe it's too far and maybe that's not realistic for where you live. We don't have a ton of sidewalks in Franklin. It's not as walker friendly as we wish it were, but sometimes we can. If you live in New York City, say, you could definitely take a walk to your health club or to your studio where you're taking classes. Once you get to your classes or your health club, take note of what that health club is made of. Is it made of eco-friendly products like cork floors, or does it have, do they promote that they've used low-voc paints? Are they using eco-friendly cleaners? Because in my studio, we use eco-friendly cleaners that are just as effective as these harsh chemicals that most clubs think they need to be using. So you might be able to educate your health club and make them interested in switching over to something that's not harmful for the environment or for your lungs and your breath, you're breathing in. Which takes me to the yoga mat. Your health club can, when they get ready to switch over to their, because every year or two, health clubs and studios have to replace their mats because they get worn out, and they can take and replace with PVC-free, eco-friendly yoga mats. The cost of these mats are coming down. I think this mat costs $15. I got it at Sunshine Yoga. And if you have a home studio, you can outfit your studio with all of these same things. Very affordable. And I know that when I'm doing my yoga class or my Pilates class or my Bar Amped class, that I can lie on my mat and breathe in deeply. I'm not going to be breathing in harsh fumes. So you just need to be aware of those things. Which leads me to the last point that I want to talk to you about, and it's probably the most important. Your skin is your biggest organ, and what you put on your skin is important. And I know that when you go out for your run or for tennis or whatever outside, maybe you're with your family and you're doing a bike ride, you're probably concerned about sunscreen. There are better sunscreens than others. You want to use a mineral-based sunscreen. You can go to Whole Foods. You can usually count on the products at Whole Foods to be better quality. You can also go to drmercola.com, find a great sunscreen that will not be harmful for your skin. You want to stay away from most of the supermarket sunscreens. I'm very leery of slathering on a ton of chemicals onto myself or my children, and we just choose what times of day to go out. So if we're going to go out on a bike ride, it's going to be at the end of the day where the sun is not so harsh. We'll use a sunscreen clothing. Like when we go out to the pool, my children have on those long sleeves the shirts now. What a great invention. I'm so thankful for those, because I'm the last person that's going to slather on a ton of chemicals onto those little babies. So think about your sunscreen. Look at it, check to make sure that it's a good quality. The other thing is, when you get ready for your workout, if you've happened to take a shower before your workout, which sometimes I do, I'm guilty of that, you don't want to slather on this barrier moisturizer, especially when it's full of chemicals like parabens. You want to choose, if you need to moisturize, which I say kind of go with bare skin, because the sweat in your skin needs to come out. And if you put on a barrier cream, that sweat can't get out, or it's not going to get out as freely. And it just makes you hotter because it's just trying to keep it in there. So you want to use, if you need to moisturize, if you just need to get the dry skin to be less dry, choose a, this is a grapeseed oil, and I just use a couple of drops in the shower, but I really try to moisturize with this type of product after my shower so that my skin can breathe freely, and it's actually nourishing for my skin. There's no harmful product in this. This is Acacia. You get this at Whole Foods or Vitacost.com. And the last thing is, what are you using for your deodorant? Because you know that deodorants, antiperspirants can be really harmful. I do use them every now and then if I have a big event, but I try to just take, this is my favorite that I've ever found, this Weleda citrus deodorant. I have this trial size, I throw it in my bag, and it is fabulous. It's wonderful. It's a little bit strong when you put it on at first, but then I keep reapplying it. The citrus smell goes away pretty fast. It really works for me. You might need to try a few to find which one works for you, but you want to use a deodorant that's got no harmful chemicals in it versus some of these antiperspirants and conventional antiperspirants. And that's going to help you have a very eco-friendly fitness regimen. So those are some tips. I would love to hear from you on some other tips that you've found to green up your workouts. So please, I know there's some different eco-friendly apparel lines now. Blake Brody makes an amazing in-studio footwear out of vegan materials, so there's no harmful animal testing or even use of any leather. Love those shoes. So let me hear from you. I'd love to hear some of your ideas and maybe some of the products that you use that are green, that help your fitness. Stay fit. Come visit me at my website, SuzanneBowenFitness.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks, Broccoli Cupcake. See you soon.